Today we're going to Arco, the place in Italy that's left a tremendous impact on the history of sport climbing. This is where the second edition of the world's first climbing competition Patitucci was held in 1986, and where the iconic Rockmaster event was born and still invites the strongest to go head-to-head in a stunning spectacle every year. In the early 80s, an Austrian climber, Heinz Mariaha, opened the door to sport climbing out there and started putting up some of the most challenging climbs that still remain true pieces for elite athletes to date. And if you've never heard of Heinz before and happen to wear any of these, then now you know who to thank, because it's all his design and creation. Nowadays, the place is easily recognized by the remarkable feats of pro climbers, pushing the boundaries of what's humanly possible on rock. But it's not limited to them only, and keeps the countless number of true gems for literally everyone. And if you ever go there, you're quite likely to find one climb, loved by many, graded 7C, and at the same time claimed to be surprisingly hard. The route is found at one of the busiest cracks out there called Monosolomono. It's quite advisable to pre-clip the first bolt, because the route is known for the jump at the start, or a dino if you will, and you definitely don't want to tumble down and take your belayer with you. Then you follow good and big holds to make your way up to a little shelf, where you can stand, take a breather, and then go past a very short, kind of slabby part of the route to switch the train to something a bit more overhanging. Here the holds are good again, but at this angle they don't need to be worse to tire you out before the crux. That comes 3 bolts later. On the first try, it definitely appeared as a head scratcher, and there was no solution found. And considering the other little problem we ran into, it was best to retreat and save some energy for the next days. Yeah, we've just been at Monosolomono. It's one of the most popular Argus cracks. We've been trying these classic. I get flipping drenched, just totally drenched. It's dripping, it's so damn wet. So the plan is to wait till it dries out. Then luckily we can have another solid try. I wouldn't say it was that solid today, but not that bad. So it was decided to use the rest of the day just to wander around, check out the other cracks nearby, and just chill before the upcoming working session. With the new day came the goal to solely focus on the crux, which starts right after the first overhanging part. Here it's getting a bit more vertical, but definitely trickier. You've got 3 or 4 mini tufas that require a fair bit of pinching, and there is one very good chisel hold on the left. That unlocks one possible sequence to a good, yet quite sharp, juggy incut on the right. The sequence may not be the best, especially because the move to the crimp seems rather itchy and a bit marginal, but it worked and made total sense to stick with it. Alright, it's been the second day. There is a little progress, I would say. The crux is finally solved. The next goal is going to be to just go there again. I mean, it's a bit too early for the head point. So the goal for the next time is going to be just go up there, drag my ass from the ground to the crux, try to get it done. And I believe, at least I hope, it's going to be the hardest part of the climb. We'll see next time. Look, it's dripping and it's wet up there. No freaking chance today.
There's no bad conditions. There's only weakness.
As we had 0 excuses and only the determination to try hard and persevere, the third day started with the first red point go. Right, folks, I fell in the middle of the first part of the crux. It's so freaking hard to dial all of these together. If I just can't stick that one long move to the crimp, there's no freaking way I can climb the whole thing. I've got no idea what I've got to do. Probably just rest, because it's gonna rain tomorrow. Then I need 2 rest days probably in a row, and then we can talk if it's possible or impossible. For now, I feel it's doable, but it's a real sufferfest. Days were passing by, and I kept trying and falling. I also realized that after what I thought was the crux, there were still firmer moves that added up to the difficulty of the climb, and I started falling there. It was clear that more practice was needed to put everything together. And at the same time, the looming end of the trip sought the first doubts of the feasibility of the whole thing. Right, I think I remember the count already. I guess it's the 5th day, the third red point attempt. It's quite disappointing, I don't know. But I just fell off right before the final move at the end of the hard section. Should have tried harder probably, but anyway. So I've got probably one last chance on Friday. And if this doesn't happen, I'm gonna throw in the towel. That's all.
Perché l'avevamo pubblicata quel giorno prima?
Right before the crux, there is a big shelf where you can try to recover, but staying there longer than necessary can cost you more than you get back. Going past the crux didn't give any relaxation at all. Finally clipping the chains on the last day of the trip definitely had its own vibe. By the way, a keen viewer might be wondering what the route is called. Well, it would be unkind of me not to say it, but this time I'll probably give it a miss. All I can say, it was definitely a proper fun challenge.
Okay.